What's up? It's your boy Jay, Just Effects, and I just want to have a quick conversation with y'all. I ain't here to take too much time. If you watching it and it says live, it's most likely the pre-recorded edition of it. But I appreciate you for giving me some time, giving me your ears. Make sure you hit that like, the subscribe button, and just chitter chat with me for a second. Why is it that in America we feel that the feds, the ICE, the people that are trying to get illegal immigrants, something that was spoken about during an election in which we elected the president that said that this was the exact thing that they were going to do. Why is it that we have such an issue with that? Why is it that we aren't allowing these ICE people or these federal people to do their job without all this extra stuff that's going on? Not getting support from the states, not getting support from the police and the local people in general. Like, why is there so much pushback? I really want to know the answer to that question because I understand, like, I get it. I get when you say, they're just people and they don't cause us any harm and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hear that, right? But there is this thing where you got to think, like, okay, for instance, if you want to go to Colombia right now, do you need to, can you just go over there? Can you just hop in your car and drive through the border and say, hey, I'm on my way to Colombia, guys? No, you can't do that. You gotta go through a proper procedure. And they're not even gonna allow you in their country if you don't have that proper document. You can't even get in there. However, for some reason we think that it's okay for people to be in America and not have the proper documents. But yet we are the same people, those same people will complain about those people not having to pay taxes and not contributing to our society and our community and this, that, and the third. I say all that because let's check this video out real quick. Where in Portland, these two people were shot that were the ducking the ice, or they was trying to escape from the ice. However, this starts. I'm gonna start off with the video about that was an interview of a person in the community, and then we gonna piece this out bit by bit.
Officers found the two people who were shot by federal agents. And just to sort of set the scene for you, this is a very residential area. We're surrounded by large apartment complexes. As you can see, there's the police tape there. There's officers walking around. There's more than half a dozen Portland police cruisers. But I want to pan it back over this way. I have a man, his name is Alex. He lives right next to where a lot of this police activity is unfolding. So Alex, talk to us. What have you seen today?
When I was coming back home and I didn't see the actual shooting, but they had the whole street blocked off. And just in talking to people, it sounds like somebody was trying to get away from them in their car and was shot. That's the most that I've heard.
Can you describe sort of the tone of this neighborhood?
We're all just working class people. There's a lot of immigrants. I think everyone around here knows that. But they keep to themselves. They don't cause any trouble for me. I live right here. They don't touch my stuff. When I have problems, it's from U.S.-born people.
How does this make you feel watching this unfold right outside your doorstep?
I am beyond angry that this is happening the day after they killed that woman.
So I want to stop right there just for a little bit of commentary purposes. His plight isn't with immigrants. He says they're peaceful people. He says his problem is more so with people that are from here. Okay. Until your problem isn't with those people that aren't from here, then does that change your mind then? Do you then say, okay, yeah, you know what? I thought you guys were great, but turns out you guys are you gotta go. You gotta go. Or are you just cool with it all the way through? I'm just curious to know, why do you think that it would be a situation where, these people might, like, I do believe that there is a thing, for instance, let's say these people were good people in their country and they were around a lot of bad things and they were trying to get to a place where that's a real thing. That's a possibility, right? However, we know in America we have this mindset where we know we have all these rights, we have all these freedoms, so we act upon those rights and we act upon those freedoms. Meanwhile, these people, they just laying in the cut, and you just don't know what they into, but they into something. You just don't know it because they know how to move. That could be a thing, right? Maybe he just is oblivious to the whole thing, because I mean, as you notice in the beginning of the story, he said he didn't even know what was going on. He's just here, just telling his story about his witnessings while he's in the neighborhood. He's not even there probably most of the time. He's a working man, so he's probably, like most of us, wakes up in the morning, gets ready to go to work, goes to work, then goes about his day, comes home later at the nighttime, goes to sleep after watching a little bit of TV, wakes back up and does the same thing. Probably not very much home, just like anybody else in this neighborhood, right? So he can't really speak on, per se, these people and say what he's saying, in my opinion.
I mean, this has gone too far. This is beyond voting. We need to do something. Like, the people need to do something. This is ridiculous.
Have you seen ICE agents come into your neighborhood before?
Not to this complex, but I've been kind of waiting for it, because I had a feeling that they were going to be here at some point. I've seen them on Division, and I've seen them at the MAX stations, but this is the first time they've been on our street.
What would your message be to these federal agents?
Get out of my city. You're not welcome here.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
You're not going to welcome the people that are trying to save you from some people that you have no knowledge of. Now, my bias has to come because I know a little bit more about the people that we were looking for. Obviously, if you have no knowledge of the people that they were looking for, then you would feel like he feels. But I think most people do have the knowledge of the people that they're looking for. They just don't want to acknowledge the thing that they're looking for. Example of that. We know that from 2020 to 2025, there were millions illegal immigrants that were dumped into America. And we also know now, because of some recent events that happened in Venezuela, that a lot of those people were actually criminals from another country. Okay. And then when you start putting things together, right? Like, let's put this together. That spree of athletes' houses that were getting broken into while they were playing games was because of illegal immigrants. Now, the gang aspect is very interesting because the two people that just so happen to have gotten shot in this situation, they were in a gang. DHS identified the passenger as Yerlinis Betsabeth Zambrano Contreras. Like, that's a lot right there. That's a lot. Also accused of being in the country illegally. And the other guy's name is Luis David Nico Mancado. And these people were actually suspected of being in a gang. Let's see, boom, here we go.
Chris, thank you. All right, we're going to continue our breaking news coverage this morning. After Border Patrol agents shot two people yesterday afternoon, Homeland Security says it was done in self-defense when they were trying to stop suspected Venezuelan gang members in the country illegally. In a post posted to X, just about 30 minutes ago, DHS identifying one person as Luis Moncada. They say that he illegally entered the U.S. in 2022 and was, quote, released into the country by the Biden administration. DHS also says he's been arrested for DUI and unauthorized use of a vehicle. The passenger in this case has been identified as Yorlinis Zambrano Contreras. DHS says that she also a, quote, illegal alien from Venezuela with ties to the Tren-Diaragua.
Okay. So clarification, right? He came into America in 2023 and was released from prison that time, right? All right. He's been involved in illegal activity since he's been in America. He's been in trouble since he's been in America. The girl, I forgot her name, Isabella Contreras Manito, whatever her name was, right? These people, they're in a prostitution ring. So when you say they're doing nothing wrong and they're minding their own business, you have to be very careful of what you're saying, because do you know this, or are you just minding your business so you're completely oblivious to what they're doing for real? You're not in the neighborhood. You don't know what these folks are doing. You don't know the traffic that might be coming to these folks' house. You don't know what's going on. We don't never know what's going on in other people's house, so you can't really say what you just said, Alex. You got to be careful with this stuff, man. These people was not good business, and they was trying. Apparently, they tried to run over the police officer just like the woman in Minneapolis did. And obviously, we know that that's the red button that you just don't push when you're talking about these ICE agents. You try and run them over, you getting shot. Hands down. You getting shot. That's hey, I don't know what to tell you. You can't push that button. Don't push that button. You can do whatever you want to, obviously. I seen a video, they was hitting the men with snowballs, ice balls. They ain't shooting none of them. But once you hit them with a car, you getting shot. And for anybody that want to say that that woman in Minneapolis didn't do nothing wrong, let's watch this little clip right here, because I found a clip where it showed she clearly hit this man. She hit this man with the car, and I can even tell from the other video because Buddy was limping after she hit him with the car. But let's look at this real quick. Then you will hear him shoot. As soon as he get hit, he push his button. You done hit the red button. No point of no return at that point. Boom. You see him lean into the hit. In my opinion, he must have thought he was a superhuman. He must have thought he was a superhuman the way he tried to lean into the car and stop it. But I do want to add this, because according to my spy detective, I ain't dropping no names. I ain't gonna drop my sources. I can't tell you my sources. But my little birdie told me that the same man who got drugged down the street by a car before. Let me see, what's his name? The ICE agent who shot Renee Good had previously been injured in a vehicle-related incident in June 2025, when he was dragged approximately 100 to 300 feet after an illegal immigrant tried to flee. So look. Hey, listen. That's a button you cannot push with this officer. He done already been through this shit. He done already got hit by a goddamn car. He's not trying to feel that pressure again. Although it was a little too late. He did get hit, but goddamn it, hey, look, you ain't dragging me, not this time. Fuck that. Hey, so when we say that man had no right or no reason to shoot that woman, shit, I say he had PTSD at that point. Nigga, that's PTSD. And now we can't question and say, well, should he have been on the job, because that was just something that happened a few months ago. Did he completely get over it? Clearly he ain't completely got over it, because he pulled that trigger real quick. He ain't get dragged this time. Hey, Leos, what's going on? We good. So this is the man that Alex is protecting. I wonder if Alex ever seen these two people before. I wonder if Alex ever seen these two folks, or maybe he just was blindly speaking. But anyways, let's continue hearing what they say about these folks right here.
Agua gang. They say that she was also involved in a prior shooting here in Portland. We have reached out to Portland police for more information about that shooting. We're waiting to get clarification.
She was busting out the window. Hey, I ain't gonna fake though. Look, check right. So I believe I have this theory, and I was just telling my sweet Tisha about this. I say, in America, if I see a woman with face tats, I'll start to think there must be some sort of mental disorder, mental illness of some sort in that regards. Obviously not all of them, but the other portion, we'll talk about that in another caveat. But anyways, when I see a foreign person, female, with a face tat, I immediately think she about that shit. She with the shits. She'll shoot your ass. She'll stab your ass. She will get your home. She got homies. She'll get you jumped. She from that life. They from that life. Any woman I've seen from the foreign country, they got a tattoo on their face, I automatically think that. Unless they Americanized. If they Americanized, I go back to the you probably just mentally ill. You probably just got a little disorder, something slight. It ain't nothing major. Ain't nothing major because we all got some type of mental disorder, I think. I think most of us is fucking retarded for real. But that's here nor there. Let's get back into this.
Clarification on that.
Yeah, meanwhile, yesterday's shooting happened just before 2:30 in the parking lot of the Adventist Health Clinic in Southeast Portland. The Department of Homeland Security says U.S. Border Patrol agents were conducting a vehicle stop. Federal officials say when agents identified themselves, the driver tried to run them over. The feds claim the agent shot in self-defense. They say
that's the button, man. The line of no return. Tried to run them over. Once you try and run them over, they pulling triggers, man. Please. I seen a meme. Somebody said if the one thing you don't want to do, don't run them over. Don't run them over. Running them over is not the move. Oh shit, was her wife there? Is that her wife? Yeah, so her wife was there. Why was her wife not in the car though? That's interesting. That's probably the person we heard yelling. But you see him get hit right here. You see he get hit right. That's the one. Boom. He got hit right. Oh, dang. The super slow mo, you can actually see his leg get slung back from it. If you look right there, his foot right there.
Moncada and Zambrano Contreras drove off and ended up 3 miles away at 146th and East Burnside. Both were taken to the hospital. Their conditions are still unknown at this time.
Now, the FBI is leading this investigation. Oregon's Attorney General Dan Rayfield says that he will do its own investigation. Portland police secured both scenes, and Police Chief Bob Day says he is adamant that was their only role in this case.
We do not know the facts of this case. We are simply providing that traditional investigative support and perimeter support.
And our Sunrise reporter Corey Johnson joins us live now from Portland's ICE facility in South Portland.
Well, daylight there now. And Corey, what are you seeing and what have you been hearing from Portlanders?
Good morning, Tim, China. Well, a small group demonstrated here outside the ICE facility late last night. This morning, since we've been here since around 5 a.m., no demonstrators have been out and about. We have seen candles.
I don't see no reason why they should be protesting in that situation. They need to find out who got shot. Maybe they'll chill out. These folks is out here involved in shootings, DUIs, jackings, and all type of junk, prostitution rings, all type of junk. What is we talking about? Like, when did we start protesting for those folks? they still out here protesting in Minneapolis.
Congresswoman, I appreciate
Like,
you taking the time.
what the fuck?
This is very
why
preliminary.
why are we trying to protest for people that just, like, you're doing dumb things? That was dumb as fuck. Why would you? That's like me walking up to a police officer and saying, let's box right now, I'm about to beat your ass. And then that nigga just pummel my shit. He give me all type of lumps on my shit. Like, I'm fucked up. And then I'm like, yeah, nah, we need to protest this shit. He did me dirty. Nigga, no, what you mean? Come on, man. You hitting people with cars, bro. What you expect gonna happen? You trying to block the police, not even the police, because this ain't even state shit. This is federal police. You're blocking them from doing their job. When a regular police see you and they tell you you need to go or we're gonna arrest you, what you go then? Yeah, you go about your business. So if a fed police come and tell you, hey, get out the car, stop, and you go try and run them over, what the fuck is we protesting the fact that they doing their job for? Why is we talking about that they murdered this person in cold blood? Why is we talking about it like they were not doing their job? Was that woman doing her job? Hell no. Fuck no. She was in a place, she wasn't even supposed to be out there. And it's sad as hell. But man, shit, she deserved what she got for real. You don't play those type of games, and I feel that same way if it was anybody. It's just like the black guy that got his fucking window smashed and now he want to sue. My dude, what are you talking about? Y'all play stupid games, you get stupid results, you get stupid prizes. Your prize was a bullet in the mouth. Catch this. Anyway, I digress. If y'all don't agree with my opinion, drop something in the comments. Let me know. I'll address it for sure. I'll address it. I ain't got no problems. I'm going to come back tonight. I'll be back tonight around 12:30. I got to go to work. I got to go work 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? Got to pay some bills and stuff. But for sure, drop some chats. Drop a like. Drop a subscribe. Fuck with me. We back. 2026. We ain't missing. We not missing. But these folks protesting this. They missing. They're missing the point. We got to get these people up out of here, man. Until next time, y'all be easy.
Welcome to the show, it's just the facts. Where we break it down, don't hold them back. Don't get in your feelings, cause it's only the facts.
Bing, bop, boom, boom, bop, bam. It's hoodie season. You get yours now.